My name is Jim Reilly. I am the welding instructor at Cookville High School. We teach the basics of stick welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding here. My background is in blacksmithing and art, so I try and push the students to develop a sense of creativity and artistry through welding.
My name is Daniel Copeland. I'm a senior here at Cookville High School, and I'll be graduating this May.
What is your program of study, Daniel?
This is the welding class. I'm dual enrolled with the TCAT in Livingston. I've got 3 different classes in here. Just 2 of them are dual enrollment, the other one is just a welding, and this is the first year we've actually been able to do this.
How many hours will you have in welding when you graduate that will go toward your post-secondary?
We really started welding here in about September. I think I've got about 150 hours in. So that by the end of this year, I'll probably have around 200, 210 that'll go towards TCAT. Those are hours that I won't have to spend at TCAT.
And do you plan to weld when you graduate after you finish TCAT?
Yes, ma'am. It's been a dream since I was a kid.
Do you know someone that welds?
Yeah, I have. My papa was a welder. My great-grandfather up in Canada, he was the only welder around up then. And just watching my relatives weld, it's just been, I always thought it was really cool, so I figured I'd try my hand at it.
Will you give them a brief description of what welding means in case someone doesn't know?
So welding is pretty much just putting like 2 pieces of metal together. You can do it for so many different things. You can weld, just pipes together, like these school chairs are welded together. You can weld just like bridges together, car parts, and those are all like the industrial stuff that you can do. But what the instructor, Jim, is here for is he is here for the industrial stuff, but he also wants to show that welding could also be a creative trademark, not just something like all the boring industrial stuff that there is. You can make sculptures and just all that good stuff.
My year?
Freshman, sophomore, whatever.
Peyton Whittingham. I'm a senior at Cookville High School.
Okay, Peyton, tell me what you, how many years have you taken this class?
This will be my first year taking the class, thankfully.
What have you learned in this class?
Currently I am on horizontals, which is where you go horizontally on a plate. I have just finished all of my, I believe they are called flat welds, which are doing your welds kind of on a table or on the flat surface that you can, and going, and the best way to describe it, if this is a stick, like this. Well, currently I am now where the plate is vertical, and I am going like this. You can get that.
So tell me what you plan to do after high school graduation.
After high school, I hope to go and get my degree for welding. One for a far future and one for a standby job, hopefully. After I get my degree, I'm going to hopefully do some freelancing if I can. Find jobs that are available either nearby me or in the general vicinity of me, no farther than Nashville.
And what kind of work do you plan to do or hope to do?
That I plan to do? I hopefully plan to get into blacksmithing. As everything goes along well, I am going to go into that, doing, well, whatever jobs come me that way. But welding is a good basis for that, a good skill to have if you want to become a blacksmith.
And so are there other avenues you might pursue with welding?
Oh, of course. There's industrial welding, there's going over to the oil rigs, and there's many options for welding. There's not just the creative side, there's the workforce, especially how madly we need welders in the world now.
So if you could weld anything, what would that be?
If I could weld anything?
If you could work on one thing, what would that be?
Ooh. Well, personally, I would like to make something cool from a video game, using my welding skills. Captain America's shield would be really cool to make. I would do some welding with that, I see. Or if I wanted to make like Wolverine's claws, that'd be pretty cool too.